Hey guys, it's Amanda again. I wanted to post a short video just to kind of update you on what's going on, and also just do a little PSA today. You may not have known, but we were on vacation. We had a wonderful time. However, on our way back from vacation, you'll have to excuse my dog. You'll see why in a second, or if you read the title. On our way back from vacation, we were just in the middle of Utah at some random gas station. And there was a van there that had the hatch lifted. The owners were completely gone. They were in the convenience store at the time. And there were two dogs, one of which was a pit bull, and it just came running full speed at me and my family and my two dogs that were leashed up. And it got a hold of my older dog and just ripped him and really hurt him pretty bad. The whole experience was really incredibly traumatic for me and for my children. Nothing like that's ever happened before. And my dog, we took him to the vet today. He had, come here boy, come here. He had two drains put in. They put drains in him and they put 15 stitches in him. So he's okay. He's just in a lot of pain. We drove for like 9 hours yesterday just to get home. We were in Idaho Springs at the time. So this happened in the middle of Utah, and we were just in the middle of nowhere. There was just a gas station. And then we get to Idaho Springs, and I tried to, come here boy. I tried to call a vet, and the vet never called me back. So we basically had to drive home for 9 hours. We get home, and I made an appointment for this morning, which was the first day that we were back in town. You can see him right there. He's got his little cone on and he's doing okay. He's just really tore up. He doesn't know what's going on. I have no way of explaining what's going on. We had a great vacation, but this really it was bad. It was bad, and we just needed to come home. And so we are home and we're happy. But what I want to do is I want to give you some tips as to what to do. This has never happened to us before, like I said. And when it did happen, it was just complete trauma. And we don't really even remember every bit of what happened. But I just want to give you some tips. What I wish I would have done if I could go back in time. The first thing that I would have done is we waited around obviously until the owners showed up. They came over, they wanted to look at our dog, but he was in the car. He was cowering and he was scared. And then our second dog was being very defensive towards them, because I think she could sense that he was hurt so bad. Come here, Sam. Come here. In retrospect, what I would have done is I would have called the police. I would have had a police report made up, because then at least I would have these individuals' name and phone number, some way of contacting them. We didn't even exchange names. I forgot to ask whether or not the dog had received its vaccines, if it was had been vaccinated for rabies. So again, I should have done that, but in the heat of the moment, I couldn't think. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here, boy. It's okay. Come on. I'm trying to coax him onto this blanket here, this towel, because they put the drains in him and it's draining, and I don't want it to get on the carpet, but if it does, it does. We'll clean it up. It was really scary. It was really, really scary. It happened so quickly. It had a hold of him right by the back of his neck, although if you can see kind of where the shave spot is, he has puncture wounds, and he also has some scratches. He'd have stitches, just I think from teeth. It was so bad. And because he's such a furry dog, we didn't even really see the extent of the injuries until today. Obviously, we got him to the Airbnb that evening. We tried to look at him a little bit. He kept cleaning himself, licking himself. And then we ended up driving home the next day and basically coming to a vet the very next morning as quick as we possibly could. So I would definitely suggest, if this ever does happen to you, make sure that you get the people's information. Make sure that you find out whether or not their dog is vaccinated against rabies. And then, you know, I don't know legally what that means or what it would matter, because, you know, in order to like press charges or something like that, I'm sure you would need a lawyer. And it doesn't matter. We just wanted to get him to the vet as soon as possible. We're hoping that he calms down. Come here, boy. Come here. Come on. It's okay. He's been on anesthesia, so he's a little loopy, and I think he's in pain. So any prayers, any recommendations on what I could do? I'm so shaky right now. You can see my camera shaking. I don't know. But that's kind of what's going on here. So until next time, bye-bye.